Welcome back, Unigeeks, to my channel, and today I have a build for you, and you might recognize it as the Addams Family Manor. I fashioned the Addams Family Manor here in The Sims 4 from several of the movies and a lot of blueprints that I found online. So, if you do not know who the Addams Family are, they are this super weird family that they first appeared in a black and white TV show. That's the one that I watched, and then an animation TV show in Cartoon Network, and I like that one as well. So they're absolutely weird, but I love them. I love them. They're not bad. They're not evil, although they would like to seem like they're evil, but they're not. So, for my superstar save file, for my first superstar save file, I rebuilt the Addams Family Manor in The Sims 4, and this is in Forgotten Hollow. This is the first time I wished with all my heart I could get a 64 by 64 lot, because this house on this lot did not do enough justice. This is too small for their house, but I managed to fit as much as I could. I used Wikipedia or the fandom to be able to find out what type of rooms were in their home. They have a lot of rooms, but I try to get all of the main rooms, such as the many basements, the cemetery, the laboratory, the bedrooms for the kids, for the parents, for the small little hut in the backyard, largest room, Fesser's lab. There are a bunch of rooms here, so there are a lot of surprises for you, including a train room. So here I am. I'm just fixing the roof. I do love Victorian houses a lot. This is the first time I was able to make a Victorian roof the way that I'm happy with. Usually I do not like how the shape goes, and this is the first time I actually got the shape right, in my opinion. So I'm just adding a lot of the roof trimmings, a lot of the friezes. I love the friezes here. They just add so much detail to a Victorian house, and it just, to my opinion, I feel like it just makes you look pro. Bam. You want to look pro? Add a frieze. Here I am, and just adding some of the columns for the house, and some gargoyles in the front, and some of the landscaping for the front door. And you know what? The wallpaper for the outside of the Addams Family Manor was a little hard, because some photographs looked like it was an off-white, some gray, some were black, some were pink. There was pink. I saw pink. Some were black. So I just had to make a judgment call and see the one that had the most similar swatches, and I went with a very dirty white one. And I felt like this wallpaper was perfect for this house. Here I am just adding the roof for the conservatory. That's where Morticia has her plants. Here we are in the front lobby, the foyer. Yeah, not too much decoration here in the front of the house, just because I wanted to look. I felt like when I was looking at pictures of the Addams Family Manor, I felt like they were their house was very old, very rundown, at the same time empty in most of the rooms. Like, they had like a few statues, but it wasn't really full of a lot of furniture. But the rooms that they favored a lot, or they spent more of their time, that's the one it was more cluttered. So this is the ballroom. I couldn't make the ballroom as big as the one in the movies. I wish I could have, but I tried my best to fit a big enough ballroom just so that they could have a few guests over. I did go with a purple swatch, although it does not match the one that I've seen in the pictures that I found online. It looked like the wallpaper that they had for the ballroom had sort of painted landscaping or portraits on the wallpaper, which I totally love, but I could not find any of that in The Sims 4. Here we are in the very, very tiny living room that I could squeeze through. Look, they have so many bedrooms, so many places to hang out. The living room will just be a plus point. This is the fireplace that I am actually very proud of, and I intend on recreating this fireplace for my other houses that I will build in the future. It isn't huge, it isn't a big living room, but I tried to fit a sofa a 3-seater sofa, an armchair over here, just a few things, because like I said, there are a bunch more rooms in the house where they can hang out. But I made sure to add a painting, an easel over here, just because I remember Morticia loves to paint. So I thought it would be wonderful if the family gathered around the fireplace and while Morticia painted. This is the dining area. I actually love this dining area. And the dining area in the pictures, it looked very gray, black, gloomy. So this dining area is, I tried to make it as neutral or monotone as possible, but at the same time, I cluttered it up with a lot of collectibles, like a bunch of figurines and vases and statues and whatever odds and ends I could stick into this dining room just to make it look very weird and very lived in and very mysterious. I love it. I love it so much, and I just felt like it could fit their entire family. I didn't want to just put a dining table. I wanted to make sure that it looked like it was lived in, and they had like a bunch of collectibles that had been passed down through generations. And yeah, don't worry. Even though I clutter it up, I did playtest this a bunch. I almost killed the Addams Family, which by the way, I will upload into the gallery. This house is already in my gallery. But the family I will upload as well, so you can play with them. This will be available for the Superstar save file. Once I'm done, I will release that. But yeah, I nearly killed them when I was playtesting this build because, you know, I wanted to make sure that even though I cluttered the manor, they would still be able to move around and be able to use the items that I wanted them to be able to use. So there are things, of course, that are off limits, but 85 to 90% of the house is definitely playable. There I am just adding some of the cobwebs. I made sure to put the cobwebs in the corner so that your Sims can walk around them because they surprisingly cannot walk through the cobwebs. This is the kitchen. This is overly cluttered and I love it, but as I said, it is play tested. You can use the cauldron inside that little nook there. This is where Grandma Addams cooks her famous, mysterious meals over here, and I love it. I don't get to see too much of the kitchen in the pictures because it's quite dark, so I tried to make it as grungy and dirty and cluttered and just filled with the weirdest creatures possible that she puts into her meals for the family, and lots of those potion bottles. Here we are, we're at Wednesday Addams' bedroom. This is the second part of her bedroom. This is her little play area where she, you know, she cooks up her devious plans, and also where she gets her little peace and quiet when she wants to, you know, have her own thoughts. This is Pugsley's bedroom, and sadly, you know, I completely forgot to add fireworks. That would have been perfect to add fireworks because, I mean, their bedroom from the movies and the TV show, they had like everything: knives, axes, cherry bombs, guillotines. But they don't have that in the game. I would have to fashion it out of tulle. So I just added as much as I could. This is a playroom. That was one of the rooms that I found I had to add. So I didn't mind. I didn't mind. There was a playroom I remember from the movies, but I don't know if I actually think it was in the attic. But I just put it here in the same floor next to the children's bedroom where they can create some of their potions. They can hang out, play with their dolls, their voodoo dolls and all that kind of stuff. So I tried to get all of the cute ones. And you see I added a hand figurine over there that we got from Paranormal because I do not have anything that resembles a walking hand. I just added that hand figurine to make it seem like thing was walking around every room. This is Gomez and Morticia Addams' bedroom. I know I do zip through the bedrooms really fast. It's just that there are a lot of rooms to get through. So I thought that if I kept all of the clips for the bedrooms and all of the different rooms that I built, we would have more than an hour worth of a video, even at full speed. So I'm trying to get all of the main bedrooms and none of the guest rooms. You can see that when you download the build. Here, this is Morticia's little walkthrough wardrobe. It's really nice. I think it's really cute. We are finally in Lurch's bedroom. Lurch's bedroom is very cozy and cute. I like the fact that it has like a bunch of stuff that he probably collected over the years. We have like some tires there, probably for his weights or something, and then his little nook where he can have his peace and quiet and read a book by the fireplace. This is his bathroom. This is, I think, the only bathroom that I kept in the video, just because I felt like all of the other bathrooms almost looked the same. Dirty, grungy, dark. So I thought I would just keep Lurch's bathroom. Oh, this is my favorite part. This is the secret vault that you can only access through the bookcase. In the movie, you actually had to pull a book from the library, and then when you pulled the book, it would give you access to several chains from the ceiling, and then the correct chain would get you into the vault full of treasures. But I don't have that, so I just put the bookcase there, so you can have, only the Addams family, you can have it to be able to access through that secret vault full of treasures. And I really had so much fun getting that room, which, by the way, you can walk around. This is a basement museum, and in the movie you have a sort of creature that greets the postman, which usually, I think from the movie, eats up the postman, or I don't know what happens to the postman, but they suddenly disappear. So I thought it would be great to add Mother to their house, which, by the way, it's so cool. Have your neighbors come in for the welcome wagon, and then have Mother eat them. This is Fester's bedroom. I thought it would be cool to have like a bunch of books, because, you know, he's always trying to build something, his little lab. I really want to keep building labs. Laboratories are so much fun to build. For me, I feel like that's an easy way to clutter. He can walk around, but other than that little station over there that came from, I think, Strangerville, I think everything else is just for aesthetics, but it's fun. Those little creatures, those aliens on the table, oh my goodness, their eyes that move around and follow you, they're creepy, but I think they fit his lab perfectly. Here I am just giving you a little glimpse of the little front yard where the mother lives. I thought that was really cool for me to remember to add Mother. Here I am just building Grandma Addams' little hut over there. You'll see more of the inside of her hut in pictures after the video. This is the cemetery, the underground cemetery that you can access from the backyard garden. So you have a huge basement full of coffins over there. So you can add generations urns and coffins and all that whatnot down here. So it's like a memorial. It looks, I tried to copy as much as possible the one from the movie. Here we have the famous Gomez Addams train room. This is where he loved to play with his trains, but, you know, like, he would love to crash them and then build a new train set. I'm not really good with creating train sets, especially since we do not have a train set in The Sims 4, so I tried to make my own. I just downsized a bunch of the debug houses and the trees, and then the toys, I just added them on the table and tried to position them to look like they were a moving train set. I think they're cool, because the train set was actually very magical in the movie. Like, they actually had people in the train. Yeah, so I just thought this was a wonderful place for Gomez Addams to, you know, chill out, relax, be himself, and let off some steam. Pun intended. So this is in the basement right next to the dungeon, which, by the way, is one of the rooms that was included in the Addams Family Manor, a dungeon. So if you know you do not like some of your welcome wagon neighbors, you can definitely try to trap them here in your dungeon and have your very own decor right next to your train room. I mean, I wouldn't do that. Sure, I wouldn't. But anyway, yeah, I'm just adding some of those nook and crannies, and I think we're coming up on the pictures. So I hope you enjoyed this build. And if you like more of these builds to come, let me know down in the comments below. What other TV show, movie build would you like me to recreate for this save file? If you have not subscribed, please check that subscribe button and give me a like and comment. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!